Good morning, everyone. My name is Sumit Mathur, and today we will understand how router will work when it is connected on internet using Cisco Packet Tracer. We will see that how switch will work as we have seen in the last lecture. But if you missed that one, we'll again see that how switch will work. Second, we'll see how we can assign IP to a system. Then we'll see how IP can be assigned to an interface. Then we'll see how IP can be assigned to a default gateway and how we can connect to different networks with a router. And again, and last, we'll see how data packet can be traveled between one system to another system when it is connected with internet. So for the same, I'm sharing my Cisco Packet Tracer screen. As we already seen into the last lecture, these are the some network devices, these are the end systems. So we'll see how this end system will be connected. So very first, I'm taking my system number one. Okay, this is my system number two. This is my system number three. So we are using these three systems, and we'll see with one network, connecting with one network, and this will be my another network. Okay, here we will use switches. Okay, so 2960 switch I'm using over here, and the same 2960 switch I'm using over here. I'm just giving names to these computers as their IP addresses. So for that, I'm using this node facility using it. So I'm assigning IP address like 10.0.0.1. This is IP address of my first system. IP is 10.0.0.2. This is my third system whose IP is 10.0.0.3. This is IP of the second network. So I'm giving it IP as 192.168.0.1. This is IP address of my first system of second network. Second system 192.168.0.2, and this will be my third system of this network. Okay, so we have assigned IP addresses to all these six systems in a network. Now, as we know, we need connectors. So because these are the different kind of machines, so we'll use copper straight through. So I'm connecting PC6 fast Ethernet 0 with this switch, fast Ethernet 01, PC2 fast Ethernet 0 with this switch, fast Ethernet 0/2, PC next PC10 with this switch with fast Ethernet 03. Now we will connect these three systems with this switch, fast Ethernet 0 with switch with the fast Ethernet 01 port. This system fast Ethernet 0 to switch with fast Ethernet 0/2 port. Then this third system with this switch with fast Ethernet 0/3 port. So all these three are connected. Okay. Now after connecting, as I said, these are different networks. So first I will see is this system is connected with this system, is this system is connected with this system. So let's start from here. I'm assigning IP addresses to this system. IP configuration, I'm writing IP address 10.0.0.1. This is the IP address of this first system. Second system, assigning IP to it 10.0.0.2. Then this third system, assigning IP to it 10.0.0.3. These three systems IP has been assigned to these systems. Now this system of the second network whose IP address is 192.168.0.1. IP to the second system, going IP configuration, its IP address. Then this third system, desktop IP configuration, its IP address. So IP address has been assigned to all these systems. Now I will see from this system, am I reachable to this system 10.0.3. So simply I'm writing command 10.0.0.3. Let's see is it reachable or not. So yes, 4 data packets sent, 4 data packets received. That means the system is working perfectly. Okay, systems are these systems are connected with each other. Now I will see PC9, is it connected with PC11 or not. So simply I'm going on command prompt. I'm writing command ping 192.168.0.3. Enter. Yes, it is also working. It is all okay. Now, this is one network, this is another network, and we want to forward, basically, I want to forward a data packet from PC6 to PC11. So, how it is possible? To make it possible, I'm using a router over here. Okay, so I'm moving on to the end device. Moving on routers, and I'm taking 2911 router. So, yes, this is my router. Okay, now I want to connect this router with this router with this switch, so that this network can be completed and data can be transferred from PC6 to PC11. So let's see, moving on to this switch, move to connector, okay, copper straight through, connecting over here with gigabit Ethernet 0/1 to this router, where gigabit Ethernet 0/0. Same, I want to connect this switch gigabit Ethernet 0/1 with this router gigabit Ethernet 0/1. Now I want to assign IP to this interface, okay, interface of this side. So moving on to the router, move on in config gigabit Ethernet 0/0, because it is the interface which is connected with switch 1. So I'm writing IP address to it, that will be 10.0.0.4, and I will make it on. Look, when I will make it on, in that condition only, this condition only, these symbols will be, I mean, this color will goes into green. So it is select. So look, it is green and it will be green shortly. Now moving on to this interface. So assigning IP to this interface, gigabit Ethernet 0/1. So its IP is 192.168.0.4. This is IP, and again enable it. Port status, enable it. Shortly we will see. Shortly we'll see these all symbols. These all link will be green over here. Next moving that how now I'm able to forward this data packet from PC6 to PC1. So yes, we connected this completely. This I mean, this system is completely connected. So now I will see whether this PC6 is connected with PC11. So I'm moving on PC6, moving on command prompt, and writing IP address of the next network computer, that is PC, this PC11, whose IP address 192.168.0.3. Let's see it is reachable or not. So yes, your command is running and it is showing timeout. So we need to understand why it is timeout. Okay, so yes, completely it is again and again will give us message timeout. So yes, we have done one mistake. What is that mistake? We have given IP address to each and everyone, but we have not informed what is the address of default gateway, because this is network number one. What if the boundary of this network is over here? So we have to assign default gateway. So default gateway will be IP address of this interface. So that was, what is the IP address of this interface? That was, we have to find right over here, default gateway of each and every system. So this is 10.0.0.4. This is default gateway, or this is the IP address of this link. Okay, now assign to PC7 default gateway, assign default gateway to PC8. Now we have to assign default gateway of this one, that will be this interface, and that is 192. That is 192.168.0.4. Okay, copy it so that we can directly paste into the other system's default gateway. IP configuration, put it, and this is the third one, IP configuration, right? IP address of default gateway for this one. So now we will see that from PC6 to PC11 is reachable or not. So for the same, I'm going on to this command prompt, 192.168.0.3. So let's see whether it is reachable or not. Timeout, giving reply. First data packet lost, then after each data packet is reaching. Again, I'm running it. So you can see now it is all okay. 4 data packets sent and 4 received. That means yes, PC number 6 is PC number 6 is 10 send data packet to PC number 11. So now we will see how it will work. So for the same, we are moving on to the simulation mode just to see how it will be simulated. Okay, now this is my PDU. Okay, PDU, I put in PC number 6 and PC number 11, and we'll see how it is working. Might possible. First time it will give us wrong result, but then after it will be drained and it will be gives us the proper result. So you can see in progress bar, PC6 is the source, destination is PC11, internet control message protocol with color blue. So let's start it. So PC6 to switch 1, from switch 1 to we move on switch, from switch to this switch to router to switch to. Now from this switch we are reaching on this PC11, our destination. So data packet sent. Now it will acknowledge. It gives acknowledgement to switch 2. From this switch 2, it is giving massive forwarding acknowledgement to router. Router will forward this to this switch 1. Now from this switch 1, it will forward data packet to this PC6. And you can see here what is mentioned, successful. So yes, our data packet is successfully reached onto the destination. So guys, this is the video which make you understandable that how this router will work, how this switch will work, how IP address will be assigned to these systems, how these routers and switch can be established into the network, how IP interface assigned to this IP assigned to this interface, and how the default gateway can be assigned. So thank you so much.